I just feel like we've been taking a step day after day after day after day, and each day I'm out here, the more and more I realize like how good we are actually about to be. And I just think we all need to understand that and keep working towards our goal.
So you leading the safeties during drills practice, specifically in that group. Who have you seen kind of shine out of the newcomers?
Yeah, Michael Boganowski, he's one of those guys who he just flies around to the ball. He'll hit you. He's eager to learn. But really all three of the freshmen that just came in, Reggie included, and Jaden Hardy with that too, those are all guys, they're eager to learn. They're literally waiting on me in there right now to get out of here so we can go watch film. So, those are young guys who are talented and eager and ready to learn. But like I said, Michael Boganowski, he got a bright future ahead of him.
It seems like the depth of the secondary as a whole is kind of deeper this season. Guys like Des Malone, Robert Spears-Jennings. Can you speak to that at all?
Yeah, we have depth really everywhere, to be honest now. I feel like that's something we wanted to bring in was competitive depth at each position. And I feel like we're starting to build that. And it's great because you come out here and, you can rotate guys in and out with different groups. And that's another way to learn.
It's only been a handful of practices where it's been like having Coach Alley out here. How have you guys kind of adapted to him so far?
Yeah, a really easy guy to adapt to. He's in there watching film with us. Great communicator, explains things very well. He's young-minded, relates with us, better than, what you could say an older coach does. But it's been great to have him out here, especially with the mastermind of Coach Venables.
You mentioned last year that your growth of vocal leadership was a big step for you. How have you felt like you've progressed so far this spring in that area?
Yes, I feel like I have progressed with that. But being an older guy, I have a lot of, experience, so I can necessarily, get my words across and things like that. But yes, I feel like I've made progress with that, and I'm continuing to do so.
Film studies with the guys, what have you been looking at mainly with them? Just mainly your film or their high school film? Walk me through that.
We watch a little bit of everything. We'll go back into the archives. One time I showed them some of my freshman highlights or not highlights, but freshman practices when I got here as a freshman, and what it was like, helping them understand that it's not going to happen like a click. It's a process. So, some of them get down coming out here. It's only the fourth practice, but, it's good that they're hard on themselves, but to understand that it's still process. But, we go in here and we watch practice right after every time, so it's fresh on your mind.
To tap into, I guess, your freshman year, what do you remember about the struggles of that during your time here, and how has it been able to translate with them? Have you seen any similarities there with them?
Not really a lot of similarities. I mean, it's kind of, gone through my head a little bit just because it was a whole different everything, when I was here as a freshman. But just now, the buy-in that we have and the coaching staff that we have, strength staff included, support staff, all of it, we're really creating something to surround us and put us back on the map like Oklahoma is used to being.
Right. What have you seen from a guy like Peyton, who last year, obviously a freshman, highly touted recruit? What has stuck out to you so far from him in spring camp?
Yeah, he's personally told me that he's making steps into maturing, becoming a more vocal leader as well, and that's something he can do. Guys respect him. He's very, very, very talented, and so I feel like once he comes along, he'll be a name to know in the future for sure.
You mentioned leading film studies, leading drills out here and whatnot. Looking back at your freshman year, is there anybody who you can remember who kind of took on that coaching role as a player?
Yeah, and it's crazy that you say that because actually a week or two ago I reached out to those guys, and those guys are Delarian Turner-Yell, Trouble is what we call him. But you got guys like Justin Broyles, he's helped me since I've been here. Pat Fields, Jeremiah Cradell, he's not here no more or playing football no more. But those are guys who I reached out to them and let them know how appreciative I am of them, showing me the way and allowing me to continue to leave this place better than I found it.
Obviously, it's good for the younger guys to see that, but do you feel like it's helped your game at all, just being able to kind of take on more of that coaching side?
Yes, it definitely has. It definitely has. Being able to see that, see the game from that lens definitely allows me to, up my game as well. So, yeah, it does.
Obviously, you had a lot of production last year. What are your personal goals for this spring going into next season?
Yeah, I want to become a more consistent tackler. And I want to become better in man coverage, Ultimately, I can still improve on really anything, my breaks, my eye discipline, things like that. So just becoming an all-around, football player, watching more guys of the next level that I'm finna go to after this year. So things like that, yeah.